Hello everyone, today we have new video review, and as you can see this time we are going to check fresh release from Miniart. It is molded in 1/35 scale and is part of the tram series from this manufacturer. As you can see this time it copies Cargo Tramway X series, and we have a commercial sample, so it means you will get exactly the same stuff as what you'll see in this video review. So this kit might be an interesting project on its own, or maybe as a combination of the tram wagon or with some figures and something else, so it will be up to you how you combine. But as you can see here we get only the tram itself, so box size is standard for the 1/35 scale kits from Miniart. Here you can see comparison with my hand. Then on this side we have some safety information, also QR code and barcode, and also here safety information again. And on the other side we can see all the marking options which are included here. So there are 6 marking options in total. Actually some of them look quite interesting because of the star on the front. I wonder if it is replicated with separate part, or maybe you have to do something on your own. We will find it out in a moment. So this is a top opening box, so let's open it. Just give me a second. And here is what we have inside. So we have all sprues packed into the same plastic bag, and then on the bottom we have assembly manual, so we'll check everything one by one and find out if this kit is worth spending money. But it is quite impressive amount of sprues, to be honest, because previous tram kits featured less frames for one model, so I wonder what is replicated here. Just give me a second. I need to cut through this plastic bag and we will see what we have here. In the meantime, let me remind you that you can support us financially. It is quite easy thing to do because we have special donate button on our website, and our website, you can find link in the video description. So if you would like to help us financially, or maybe you would like to get us something on Amazon, we have a special wish list for this, or special PayPal account for this. Okay, so we are removing everything out of this plastic bag, and now it will be a matter of unpacking another plastic bag, because we have clear parts sealed in the separate plastic bag, but it's going to be quick because I have sharp knife, actually sharp scissors, but still you get it. Okay, so we remove dust from the box and we take several plastic sprues out, but first of all I would like to show the decals sheet, so let's zoom in. So here we have all necessary symbols, and printing quality looks quite good. It is printed in decograph, so everything looks fine, and I hope application will be easy as well and you won't get any problems here. Next we have several identical plastic frames. Just give me a second, I need to count them. So we have 3 frames of this type. I will show you only one, obviously. And here you can find various glasses for the tram. Masks are not included, so you have to do everything with your own hands. And next we go on with another pair of plastic sprues. Here we get the various lenses for this tram. Again, another large glass. And molding quality looks impressive. I mean, these parts look like real glass. So the only thing which is a bit tedious is to mask all these elements. And another plastic sprue set, just give me a second, because here we have 4 plastic sprues, as you can see, and that's the same type again. Here we get windows, and we also get the lenses for this tram. So I don't have anything to say about these parts because they look completely alright and there are no issues with them. Next we start with grey plastic frames. So first of all we get pair of large frames. Why it is pair? Because basically you just assemble the same side from both halves and then combine them together. So that's why we get here, for example, top roof panel, also floor panel, another front panel, and here we have the side boards which will be placed on this tram. So molding quality looks fine. As you can see, attachment points are thin enough in order to carefully separate everything, and if you flip it over you can see that even roof features some internal detailing, which is really cool because, I mean, you get it out of the box and you can play with it in order to get a more or less realistic appearance. Next we go on with another pair of plastic sprues. So here we have two plastic sprues. We are going to check one again. So what do we have here? These are mostly, as far as you can see, interior elements and also some of the external parts. We also have some chain here, which is surprisingly molded out of plastic. This is the first time I see such design. We also have here some panels for the tram, some external clamps which will be used for the towing, and I mean, here I don't have anything to complain. The only thing, for example, here you have to be careful with this thin frame because it will be a bit tricky to separate it at the first try. And next we go on with another plastic sprue. Here we have quite interesting situation because we have interconnection between these two, and then we have another one extra. So this one is supplied in two pieces, but this one is a single only. So here we have again panels for the tram. We also have separate doors, but as far as I can understand, these doors won't be used. We have to check assembly manual. Here we have the power line. We also have the hydraulic tanks, and this thin part, again, it might be a bit tricky because of the huge amount of attachment points, and that's why it's better to use plastic saw, because otherwise it will be really tricky to separate it without breaking it. Okay, next we get two identical plastic frames with a lamp pole. So as you can see, it should be glued out of several parts, and that's really cool that it is included out of the box. So it will be a good diorama addition in 1/35 scale. Next we have these decks, and note that they feature this interesting design. It replicates slightly smashed metal sheets, which is really cool. We get it in plastic, and of course I would recommend to play with weathering in order to bring out this feature. Next we have two identical plastic frames. I guess these ones will be used for the main frame. As you can see, these are just large bars which will have to be combined together. Next, one more. Here we have some of the internal elements, so again absolutely identical plastic sprues. And that's not all, because we have more. And by this I mean... okay, just give me a sec. So here we have four plastic frames with various suspension parts and also road wheels. So as far as I can guess, there will be two wheels on the axle, and here you can see these parts closer. Again, a lot of thin elements, so these thin parts will be a bit tedious to separate, and road wheel looks fine. I mean, attachment points just barely go on the edge of this rim, so it should be easy to separate it off the sprue. Next we have more of these panels, which you remember they were replicating the smashed metal, and one more set is this large bars for the main frame, and also these stars, as you remember, which are placed on the front of the tram wagon. Here you can check them closer. Maybe I'll bring it even closer so that you can see the molding quality. Just give me a second, maybe camera will focus. Come on, yes, now you should be able to see it. So here we have some pre-molded detail. Of course you insert the clear plastic sprue, I mean clear lens, and here you can see it from the opposite side. Okay? And obviously there are two pieces of these stars because it will be placed from both sides. Next we have the special stand with rails, so it's not understandable if you look like this, but if we zoom out, if we flip it over, here you can see that we have stones, we have rails molded in, and you can basically place the tram here, install the light pole, and you have a small diorama scene with help of this one-piece plastic stand. That's a really cool bonus, and you get it out of the box, so it would be a shame not to use it in your project. Next we go on with assembly manual. So here it is. Assembly manual is printed in form of typical Miniart brochure. So here we have color printed brochure with short list of the features. Next we go on with 3 marking options here, so all of them are from USSR. Here we have parts map and paint chart. Then again parts map. Assembly process starts with axles. These are actually engines on the axles. Then we continue with the main frame and we install both axles from both ends. Obviously, brakes here. Then we install the various control elements. Here we start to assemble the external panels of the main cab. So as you can see, these will be large bars combined together, and then you have to install glasses on the front and rear side. Note the driver compartment will be also detailed inside, so you can actually open... Oh, so these doors will be used. So you can open the door and expose what is hidden inside. As you can see, there is a assembly option for this. Next we continue also with assembly option. You choose either the circular or star headlamp, and we also install here the railings. Next we continue with these chains, which you remember were molded as a single piece parts. Here we install the wooden protection on the front side. Next we continue with roof panels, so you have actually to connect them together and then install them on the main wagon. Next we continue with white poles, then you install all this stuff on the stand. And on the rear side we have 3 more marking options which are included into this kit. That's a really cool set in my opinion. Obviously this is quite unusual stuff to assemble, but it might be a good deviation from all these tanks in 1/35 scale, and I think some modders will find it interesting to build it even as a sole project. Of course, I will be happy to hear your opinion here in the comment section below. If you like this video, don't forget to press the like button and subscribe to our YouTube channel, and I will see you in the next video review as usual. Thank you for watching and bye!